that he lost his first 15 contests and he's still here. Anybody in their right mind probably would not be here, because it's not like you're playing, you're scoring a goal or a point against you, you're actually getting a beating. So he took 15 beatings, which is, it says something about the kid, Eric?
Yeah, no, he beat one of our lads in that final, and he never beat. But that lad is still losing.
Yeah.
And he's still boxing, so.
Yeah, it just showed what his potential was, and that's what stood out to me, was the losses, and that he learned from those losses, and he has great pride in telling you about those, So it means a lot to him that he lost his first 15 contests. In 2007, we had a selection process passed by our Central Council, which is the governing body, which enabled us then to pick the team. So we set a really tough criteria. The selection criteria for the World Championships was to win a gold or silver medal at 2 designated multinational tournaments. Okay. Paddy's results, the first one is in Croatia, and he lost his first contest. He missed the next tournament due to sickness. The day before, he rang me up to say that he's not going to he's not going to the next tournament. I'm sick. It made some doubts linger in my mind. The European Union Championships in Dublin, he received an eye injury in the first round. Was put out of the championship. Would you select Paddy? And what you have. Then what we saw in his preparation, what we observed in his preparation, underperforming in sparring, because he was the lightest weight, 48 kilos. I was 14 when I was 48 kilos, which is 7.5 stone in pound, shillings and pence, so it's a small weight. And so we didn't have anybody. He was the lightest weight that we had, so we had to bring in some youths. And I suppose sometimes first impressions, my first impressions were from this underperforming. He appeared to be lacking motivation in training. He didn't seem to be engaging. He struggled with his weight, which anybody making 48 kilos would struggle, and he continues to struggle with that. He appeared to have an attitude, which he does have an attitude, and when we got to know him, it is a good attitude. And this impacted on our communication with each other. And if anyone has spoken or seen Paddy or heard Paddy speak, communication is a difficult piece. It took us a while to actually understand what he was saying. I know Adele has done, we'll be around him in the gym and that, but he speaks very, very fast with a broad Belfast accent, so he's difficult to tie down. And usually you end up, you say, well, yeah, that's right, Paddy, because you can't understand the word he's saying. But it did impact on the communication, because we felt this guy wasn't didn't seem to be engaged, didn't seem to want to be in the gym, didn't sparring with guys that. So from that we decided on our selection, and it was the selection was overturned at Central Council. Paddy wasn't on the team. We left him behind, but the Central Council decided to send everybody. So there's 11 weight divisions. We had selected 7 that had met the criteria, which the board had agreed, but then they overturned it. So the full team selection, the selection process was out the window straight away, because and this had a challenge, the focus in the coaching area. And how was it going to challenge us? We had 4 more guys than we anticipated. We had to spread our services thinly, because anybody working with high performers, they need one-to-one. Now we had 11 guys, and also changed the mindset. It challenged the mindset of the whole squad. The 7 that were going there really knew that they had a chance, but the other 4 that were coming in didn't really think they had a chance. So it was playing with the psychological mindset of the group that we were in. Then we had epiphany with Paddy. We went to a training camp in France, and he just really opened our eyes. Something that we hadn't seen, and I haven't seen since in sparring. He sparred with the world champion and the Olympic silver medalist, and the whole gym stopped to watch him. He was outstanding, and nowhere did we see this in all of the training. Could any of us maybe hit the point of why and how it happened?
He wasn't being challenged.
Very good. He didn't rate those kids. that we had in the gym. He wasn't stimulated. He didn't rate him, and he didn't do anything for him. But when we put him in with the world champion, he just rose to the occasion and loved it. And if you speak to him now and ask him about his preparation, he said, all you need to get me is a training camp with quality sparring, and I'll be ready in a few weeks. That's so quick and how much he appreciates those camps. So my first impressions of Paddy